here on Titans Talk. Yes, Derrick Henry is down, and we will find out more in the coming weeks about how long he will be out for. Best hope, maybe back by the end of the regular season, hopefully back for the playoffs when it comes to the Titans, but certainly a big blow. Yesterday's win, however, huge for the Titans, overcoming a 14-0 deficit, coming back to win. Our John Burton was in Indy and filed this post-game report.
Against the Colts on Sunday, at times, the Tennessee Titans were their own worst enemies. But as we've been learning all season long, Mike Vrabel's group is a resilient one. And the Titans were able to overcome all the miscues to pull out a 34-31 overtime win over Indy that gives them a stranglehold now in the AFC South Division. The Titans kept the guys in the zebra shirts busy on Sunday, committing 11 penalties for 161 yards. Add to that 2 turnovers, and that's usually a recipe for defeat.
Well, I think when they're not called correctly, it bothers me. It also bothers me when we don't play with correct technique. So, those are things that hurt you. Those are the things, and then some of the penalties, and just got to continue to focus on that and understand how much of an impact that they could have on the game.
But on a day when Derrick Henry was held to just 68 yards on 28 carries, other players stepped up. On offense, A.J. Brown hauled in 10 passes for 155 yards. Jeff Swaim and Nick Westbrook-Akina each caught a touchdown pass. And on defense, rookie safety Elijah Molden's heady pick 6 late in the fourth quarter all helped to erase an early 14-point deficit.
We've been in these tough battles before, and we're going to be in more as the year goes on. And there's no shake, there's no quiver from anybody on our team, I don't think.
There's ups and downs throughout the game, but at the end of the day, we pride ourselves on physicality and finishing longer than the guy with the ball.
In OT, a Colts turnover set up Ryan Bullock's game-winning field goal from 44 yards out to help the Titans escape with a victory that seemed unlikely at one point.
And A.J. Brown actually came over to me and said, hey, get ready, we're going to need you to win this. So it's cool to have that confidence from my teammates also, and just be prepared and do your job when you're called upon.
This was a heavyweight fight. This was blow for blow. We score, they score. It was a really tough game, and we found a way to get the win.
So now at 6-2 and 3 games up in the AFC South Division, the Titans appear to be in the driver's seat. But the team knows full well there's still plenty of road left to travel. Quarterback Ryan Tannehill saying afterwards, the standings are the standings. We're just 8 games into a 17-game season. We have a long way to go. In Indianapolis, John Burton, News Channel 5 Sports.
Okay, time for Keys to the Game with Jonathan Hutton. Now, normally 161 penalty yards and 2 turnovers would get you beat. So how did the Titans overcome that?
Well, don't let all the penalties erase what the Titans did on defense today. Yes, the penalties should not be ignored. But the Colts built that 14-0 lead, and the defense held up from there. Indy's first play gained 37 yards. And after that, 71 plays for just 270 total yards. The second fewest yards allowed on the season, second only to the first matchup against Indy. But what stands out is the Titans faced 72 plays, second most they've seen, only to Buffalo. And the penalties were bad. But this was an overall solid defensive performance because the big players stepped up. Elijah Molden, Bud Dupree, Kevin Byard, and others. Those game-deciding plays came on defense.
And they made him. No Julio Jones again on offense because of that hamstring. But A.J. Brown continues to show that he's an all-pro caliber receiver himself.
He was their boost, and he's been outstanding the last 2 weeks, where he has 18 catches on 20 targets. The timing and the rhythm between Brown and Tannehill is elite. His first 4 catches today resulted in either a first down or a touchdown. A career high in yardage. He tied a career high in receptions, and he produced yet another huge 57-yard touchdown. The Titans are 15-4 when A.J. Brown scores in a game, and this offense is explosive when he's in the lineup like it was today.
And for the 3rd time in 8 weeks, it comes down to a kick, but now Titans fans no longer have to hide their eyes every time Randy Bullock steps out there because he's kicking with confidence.
Thank goodness, right? Consider that over the